What did he say? If I had found Nancy, you would be here for a different reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, this is what Donald Trump has made okay with all his, Pelosi bashing he did. It's just that they specifically by name, how many rioters mention her. I mean, it's terrifying. Would you like me to tell my little story again about Nancy Pelosi coming to my house?
Oh,
my security story? I know you were.
I
You're
had
invited
picture.
to everything
I
because
have
you're
a
my
picture
favorite.
with her security detail.
That was more impressive. But think about it. That was before all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? She happened to be in town for Gay Pride, which is why I got to march with. That's where I got this shirt. It's the official Nancy Pelosi Pride shirt. Back to this, and now back to the story. But anyway, so that she came to my house for the Resistance dinner party. But being an idiot as I am, remember that we started getting more and more calls, Travis, and there were.
I wasn't here.
Oh no, that's right. I'm sorry. Oh, are you someone different than the last guy?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh my.
Oh goodness.
Sorry, Chris. Was that you? Who can remember?
No, that wasn't.
No.
All right. Here's my point.
Guy.
Back to the story.
I remember who it was.
Okay. But we started getting more and more calls. Are like, oh my God, I think she's really coming to your house because it's getting serious. The Secret Service and blah blah blah. But I don't know why. I was like, oh, listen, I'll leave my driveway open and a chair with her name so you guys can park right there and come get her right into the. I don't know why I thought like she'd be driving herself in like a Mini Cooper.
No.
Oh no.
So I
she
had literally
gets driven.
one of these.
She's number
You
2
can
in
confirm,
line.
Chris. These are the cheapest office chairs ever.
She's the second person
Yes.
in succession
Yeah.
for the presidency. She's going to have detail.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I generally knew that, Jody.
But you didn't think about it.
Remember when we had to do the studio, Chris? It was.
Oh yeah.
These were the cheap. I was like, I found ones for $25, like the chairs. I
And
was
they fell apart.
Yeah.
we've replaced them a couple times, but still, my point is, a $25 Office Max chair, and then I, with magic marker, helpfully put Pelosi on the, and I.
That's classy with a K.
Right.
Very classy.
Exactly.
It
yes.
was.
And then, much to my surprise, Jody, when I came outside when she was here, I was like, "Oh, holy!" There's
Like 3 cars or 4
thousands
cars,
of
yeah.
of what do you call it? Lights.
Helicopters?
Yes, lights, armored vehicles, motorcycles.
It was
cops,
a motorcade.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, a giant motorcade. I was like, "Oh! You didn't need the driveway. Okay. Well,
She needed the street.
and this is before all January 6th and all
Yeah.
these amazing. What has there been? Like 100% increase in death threats? We are really at a bad place. I'm telling you. This is. I just knowing her personally and just having so much respect for her.
She's lovely.
But it just you think like this is terrifying. But man, she just keeps on keeping on. Can you imagine the she sees in terms of threats to her and how
everything
many
she
times they
sees.
have to tell her it's a really serious threat and someone's been arrested and yada yada. But anyway, the whole Washington Post piece about how she just masterful how
She's brilliant.
got this through.
And she's a lovely human being.
Mr.
inside.
Negativity over there is like, what's the path to get it past the Senate? And I'm like, Nancy Pelosi's the path, bitch.
Actually, yeah,
But
you
she
know what?
doesn't
She
have
already,
anything-
but she's already massaged mansion and cinema. She's on it. And she's got assurances from the president. Yes, Jody, I'm sorry.
I think that she can also help, even though it's not her house.
Obviously.
I think she can help.
She's, you know what? She's like computer guy with Chuck Schumer. She's like, move.
Let me do it. Have you tried
I've got
turning
this.
them on and
I'll
off?
call mansion and cinema. Just move.
Have you hit the power button?
Yeah. Have you
I like
rebooted
Chuck
it?
needs a
Schumer, but we
reboot.
need a Pelosi. in the Senate
I know
is
we
all I'm
do.
saying.
Yeah,
We
well, yes. That I agree with you.
Can we just put her in charge of both?
Houses,
Or
yes.
put Nancy, or put Stacey Abrams and Katie Porter in charge of everything, just for now?
That's fine with me.
I think Katie Porter's the one that's going to get DeJoy fired. Did you see? We're moving it's a lot of news going on, but we're moving the chess pieces
Yep.
to have DeJoy go to
jail.
jail, out of job into jail. Can't be enough of those jokes.
No, we'll take it.
But he's moved the two new people in place. So we are at
You're fired.
almost.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're still using that Trump
I know.
sound.
That was from way before he even ran.
Ugh.
We got that from a commercial we used to play.
I think so, yeah.
By the way, do you get the feeling that the net is tight? Don't you feel like we've been so like, we've got him this time, like John Oliver. We've got him.
I know. It's like.
Don't you feel like, but I just feel like something is going to, whether it's this New York thing, like something's going to get him when we're not even looking.
It is.
We're
It's
just
going to
least
happen.
expect it.
This is it. We're going to
Yeah.
get him for January 6th. And then suddenly we'll be like, wait a minute. What? The other Velociraptor.
It's going to be like the Spanish Inquisition.
Well, from the time Michael Cohen said it, I was like, that's illegal. You can't do
Right.
that. And it's not, and they were saying this is not in anywhere normal range of fudging, like valuing a building. It's like, it's worth $70 gajillion, you know, for,
Right.
you know, when
a
you're
loan.
trying to, yeah, for a loan. And then when you're paying your taxes, oh, it's worth one shiny penny. I mean, that's
was
how,
AOC
because
tax
everything
fraud.
he does is big
Yeah.
and ridiculous, like the big lie. Of course, he's just like, he doesn't care. It's way 30 times what he said it was worth.
And that
It's
was
like-
under AOC questioning.
Yeah.
right.
She was the one that brought up those
Yes.
questions, and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
look at what she's doing.
Look at
He knows a thing
her.
or two.
She knows
Yes,
a thing or two about a
Dave-
thing or two.
David Fahrenholt broke that. New York prosecutors now focused on whether Trump broke the law. I'm going to jump ahead.
He did.
Trump broke the law. Allegedly.
A little bit.
By providing widely different variations for the same properties. In one case, Trump told lenders the building was worth $527 million, but told tax authorities it was worth 1/30 of that.
One shiny penny.
Who's going to notice that?
It was worth a B.
Yes.
This is like, doesn't...
Give me 5 B's for a quarter.
That'll be his defense. And back then, quarters had bumblebees on them. No, they didn't. But it's just, and it's not even New York. It's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Tish James is coming after like his golf course out here because he's done it everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's done it. I just feel like it's the brazenness, Jody. It's the, that he's just, I mean, like Mary Trump said, the only reason he wants to be president again just because so we can keep getting away with everything
Right.
he's gotten away with his whole life.
I
you know?
agree.
And she says he's not going to run. He's going to pretend to.
That's
It's all
right.
I
it's all a
totally
grift.
agree.
I agree.
Totally agree.
Newt Gingrich said, hey, frankly, you're going to lose again and be a loser. Giant loser. You make Loserton from Losertown, frankly.
No, he's just trying to make money. I think the 22 election might change that, though.
Yeah.
If the House and the Senate flip,
If
and
he-
don't let it, people.
If he can cheat enough
yeah,
to
if
make
the
sure that
20
he doesn't have to
yes.
win.
And we
Yeah.
don't get the voting rights bills passed,
Right.
then he may run in 24 just because it would be stacked in his favor. But the 22 election, I think, will be the
Yeah.
barrel
Yeah.
there.
People. Did you hear that? Did you hear, Jody? People. People.
Vote.
People. People.
Vote.
Russian to be people.
Vote.
Oh, you know what? We might have to Trump people them. I know you don't like his voice, but people.
People.
I'm going to keep doing that
People.
till you
Papadash,
get
people.
at least 10
People
other
and
people
papadash.
besides yourself registered.
Papadash and people.
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 Gonna keep doing it till you get 10 more people registered.
People.
One other thought on him running in 2024.
Yes.
I think the other thing that could come into play is if he thinks he's under threat of investigation.
Yeah, well, that's
he
why.
Might, he
That's
might
what
run
Mary
to
was
say
saying.
you're
Yes.
threatening, you're persecuting your
Yes.
rivals.
Yes.
That's the
I
other
mean,
piece of
they
it.
will immediately on day one, if they take back the House, stop the January 6th investigation
course.
and investigate the January 6th investigators.
Yes.
I mean, it's like,
of course.
I
Vote.
forgot the analogy I was going to say. It's like something that's certain.
It's
Is
like
there
rain
anything
on,
certain?
It's like rain on your wedding day?
Yes, it's like a black fly in your Chardonnay.
Okay.
It's like rain
I don't even know what that means.
on your wedding day.
Thank you, Jody. That's lovely.
It's a free ride when you already paid?
Exactly.
Right.
It's free ride.
Oh, look at that. The CEO of Walmart has said, I would like to give the administration credit for helping get the ports open 24 hours a day.
Thank
and
you, CEO of
solving the supply
Walmart.
chain crisis. Oh, no. Another Biden crisis has evaporated.
Who knew
What's
a
next?
capitalist like that would like Biden?
What's next? President Biden attacks inflation crisis by freeing up gridlock ports in Los Angeles, and the CEO of Walmart thanks him. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Brandon. No, weird.